first law of empire is the policing of limits. To trespass is to sin. No God shall transgress the Lord's boundary. Power proves itself by ontology. Vanishing and reappearing are staged as evidence. Let there be is treated as a testable performative. The crowd's chant is the echo that completes the act. The net is sovereignty's primary instrument. The net captures bodies and categories alike. The wind is weaponized direction. Face to face is the scene of absolute violence. The mouth opened to swallow becomes the site of forced invasion. The body is ruptured to extinguish the rival's life. Standing on the corpse is the posture of conquest. Deconstruction and construction are the same operation at the limit. The carcass is split like a shell. Sky is built from the upper half. Waters are barred and watched so they do not escape. The ruler becomes surveyor when war becomes world. The warrior's coat is exchanged for the land measurer's uniform. The net shifts from capture to order. Measure and marking are the continuation of battle by geometry. The survey is conducted from above the abyss. The origin point is a vantage point. Triangulation is cosmological administration. Constellations are assigned a pure. A pole is chosen as if choosing an axis were choosing a law. The world is made from the enemy's organs. Rivers are drawn from eyes. Mountains are raised from breasts. The zenith is assigned from a liver. Anatomy becomes geography. Earth becomes a mirror of heaven when social relations become nature. Heaven is projected as a diagram of power. Earth is consolidated as a foundation for a city. The city names itself as the gate of the gods. Labor is abolished for gods by inventing laborers. Humanity is created as service. Blood is converted into obedience. The promise of leisure for rulers is paid by the work of the ruled. Division is governance. Gods are stationed as watchers above and guardians below. Feudal placements in the metaphysics of hierarchy. The liturgy is the manual that prevents misunderstanding. The occult is explained as if explanation could close rebellion. The armory tour is pedagogy of intimidation. 50 names are a strategy for evasion. Multiplicity of aliases make capture difficult. The absolute hides in becoming. One in many is the political form of omnipotence and omnipresence. Proper names mark events, not subjects. A name designates longitude and latitude. Naming is a coordinate before it is an identity. Religion is the theater where naming performs ontological transformations. People are projected as God's image. The sky is read as a social text. The world is a map of a map. Representation squared. Recitation is periodic maintenance of sovereignty. The epic is spoken at the new year as a calendrical reinforcement. The king is stripped, accused, absolved, and re-robed as constellation. Power renews itself by ritual subtraction and return. The blank space on the map is desire. The inviting void calls the finger. The promise I will go there is an oath to enter the unknown. The ocean is the limit that terrifies and attracts. The line between land and water is a taboo edge. Credibility is a function of rhetoric and its choreography of bodies. Leaders persuade by staging sentences and senses. The mutiny is the proof that coordinates can fail. The Apeiron is the limit before every limit. It is infinite and indefinite at once. It precedes categories and survives their collapse. It is the bond that separates and unites above and below. Navigation is the domestication of the abyss by points and lines. The celestial pole is an invisible center that orients the visible. What cannot be seen can nevertheless govern the scene. The angle can contain a continent. Latitude is location derived from light. Equal shadow length implies equal distance from equator. One correct observation can validate a series. The last named place is an edge where naming runs out. To name the limit is to humanize it. Madness is the word for failing to know one's way about. The abnormal differs from the normal without a sharp line. To call it madness is to abandon an orientation. The explorer's arsenal is conceptual. The non-shadow is a silent zero that can be made to speak. 0-degree shadow becomes a datum. Difference is extracted from sameness by geometry. Earth's circumference is inferred from an angle and a distance. 7.2 degrees is 1/50th of a circle. 1/50th of the Earth is translated into totality. Empirical uncertainty persists, but the method endures. Coordinates are cuts made in the face of the Earth. Latitude and longitude are invisible furrows. The world is flattened by right angles into a computing device. To locate a point in space requires a point in time. Solstice fixes parallels. Sunrise and clocks fix meridians. Time is the space that may not be seen. Geography is geometry with names. The inhabited world is rendered either on the globe or plane. No map is a true copy, only disciplined mistranslations. Representation is the art of choosing an error. A cartography of thought must not represent its territory, but be one with it. The map of thought must coincide with the terrain of the taken for granted. To draw such a map is to enter lands not yet discovered.